What a night, what a night, what a night. There's got to be something good coming out of this. Something good coming out of this. Because nobody can tell me that this mistake, pressure jump, share, share, share. This call for sharing tonight, it had to be an issue. And I'm telling you, it have to be something good coming out of this setback.
Oh,
I'm telling you, it have to be something good coming out of this because I have never witnessed this in a long time with cable vision. You have to put them on blast that this is unacceptable. Man, I nearly look like you tonight, Pressure. By getting close. Good evening, Roman, Rosa. Good evening to you. Good evening. Thanks for tuning in. Yes, yes, yes. We're here and we're going to drop it like it's hot tonight. And this is recorded. And thanks to Radio AM 1000 in the Virgin Islands. Thank you so much. We're going to be doing this. We have to hear from the one and only Pressure. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. And folks were saying, is your show canceled? Why is the show canceled? And it is just annoying. It is very much annoying, but feel free, yes, as he asks, can you share the show? There's no need to ask. Just share the show. We'd appreciate it. This show is broadcast and it's not a free show. So when we're finished, we will be able to broadcast this live on social media. But for right now, if you can see it, we thank you for joining us. We thank you for sharing it. And we are joined here by the one and only man with a name like that. I will just let you settle in, get yourself together while me, myself, try to find a way to share this and to let them know, yes, we're here. Because folks were looking for the 9 p.m. and it's now 9:45, but we're still going to do this interview because it go further than just here in New York City. So good evening, Pressure. Good evening.
bless up. Good evening. Give thanks for having me, Avril. Avril.
Yes, yes, yes. So, and you're no stranger to me, and folks will see you here tonight and think, well, it's just a guest. You're not my guest. You have been around, man. You have bus pipe through many radio stations, and you come in and you meet me, and you're in shock. But tonight we are virtual and we're doing this, and thank you so much. And we are going to talk about where have pressure been. You've been in touch with me. We've been staying in touch, but um, I just want to hear from you. What's going on with pressure?
Well, a lot right now. Just completed the album and that's getting ready to release in at least a week and a half.
Hmm.
All Heights of Greatness. Many different producers involved. Couple features involved. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this release. Um, Enough inspiration throughout the whole COVID and just being able to come to myself and not being out there so much, you know what I mean? So a lot of work been putting in recordings and stuff like that, like more trying to find myself and what is really going to be the outcome of all of this too, you know?
The
So
setback could be a great comeback. That's what you're saying.
yeah, you know what I mean? So truly grateful that we still have the means to create, and be free to create as well. So that has been a blessing.
It's good to hear you say it has been a blessing because so many people looking at the pandemic as a setback, but you're talking as if your pandemic can be your comeback.
It's a reset. You know what I mean? It's definitely a reset. It doesn't mean that, things are gonna fail. It's just time to think about what really you have going on and really look into yourself a lot more. You have a lot more time for yourself, and so I was really grateful for that, being on the road a lot and doing a lot of that stuff before the COVID. I wasn't really in the studio as much as I was during the COVID. I wasn't being as creative, and even though I always considered myself to be consistent, you know, I was a lot more consistent with recording music in that time.
Well, let me ask you a question. I have a clip here that I have to just drop. And let me see if I can drop it because I listen to your music. You're not new to me in what you do. You're unique. You're unique. You're so unique that people claim that you're from places that you're not from. So we got to go into the history now
Yeah, man.
because many people assume and say, man, he's a yardie, he's from Jamaica, and I don't know if it's because of the reggae music behind it.
True, 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 true. I mean, the music has an authenticity to it, so it really makes sense without doing your own research. It's like the easiest thing to say because of, where reggae music has been founded and where it's coming from, and you know what I mean. It's just that stigma.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is. And your voice is unique. You sing a song here. If I can just pull this up, I even use it for radio AM 1000 in the Virgin Islands where we're going to use this tonight to do this.
Hmm.
So if I can just honestly pull this up, man, when I listen to it, I can't figure you out no matter how I try. And it don't make sense trying to do that because you can't. So it's a song that I have to drop on the people this Saturday in the Virgin Islands
Have to.
because yes, you have to. I just want people to know that you have to go into what we call the heights of greatness. The heights of greatness.
Def-
What made you come up with something like that?
Well, I mean, I do have a song entitled "Heights of Greatness," which is on the album as well. But heights of greatness just really speak and just never stopping, never giving up, always seeking for more. You know what I mean? Like when I feel like I reach a goal, I set a next one. So there's always levels to go. You can always unlock other levels. And to just never settle. As long as you have life, you gotta keep unlocking the levels. And that's by putting in the work and getting the blessing from out of it as well. So for me, it's like it's music is is where the heights is for me, and in every direction too. So just unlocking the levels of understanding and knowledge and stuff that's happening, and just everyday learning experiences help to unlock mental levels and unlock inspiration and stuff like that, and unlock the heights. And then as you get higher, then you get to see greatness. The higher up the in levels you reach, you get to see greatness. So it's just part of the journey, the heights of greatness. You know what I mean? And it's not like I've reached the complete heights. You know what I mean? It's just saying that it's a journey. And of heights of greatness. And where I'm at right now. You know.
And where you're going, where you see yourself going. Yeah, so people hear you sing with music and they hear you sing without music. And I can take you back to the days when you first walked into the park in Harlem.
Hmm.
And we're talking many years ago before people recognized who Pressure really was
Exactly.
out of the Virgin Islands.
Right.
And when you came there, I was told there's a young man who just want to come and to just drop one song. Gloria Bent, good evening. Thank you so much. Heights of Greatness. Yes, all remind us we can make our life sublime. And thank you so much, Gloria. When you came to the park, we had no space available, they said, for another artist to perform. And I said, who is this person? They said, oh, he's an artist. He said he's from the Virgin Islands. His name is Pressure. I hear the name Pressure and I just run with it. I said, well, if you have an artist with a name Pressure, he needs to come drop some pressure in here.
Mm.
And I said, okay, I'll try to squeeze him in.
Yeah.
And I remember saying to you, I would love you on stage while the band is changing to do something. I didn't know you. I
Yeah.
didn't know what you're bringing. I took a chance with you.
Yeah,
And
man.
when you drop it like it's hot.
Yeah, man.
So
Definitely.
that was your height of greatness. And I sat back and I say, if I had only said no to this man,
Yeah.
and from that we have been in touch.
Yeah, and I always think on that, like when I think about Avril now is like, yeah, Avril know the history of pressure bus pipe from them time there, and it's like, you know, the opportunity you give me same way is unforgettable. It's like, in a time like you don't even know me. I don't even live in New York City.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was just on a little journey trying to push the music, and you just had that vibes, and it's something I'll never ever forget. So it's easy, like when Avril reach out to me now to do anything, it's like pressure where I deal with. You have to do that.
Absolutely. You never say no. We communicate as if we come from the Brownie High School days.
And you understand? So
And when people ask me, how did you do that? Why, even those that say no, they look at me and said, how did you know? I said, I didn't know him. You came to me so humble.
yeah, man.
You was willing to say it's okay and walk away. I said, come on, if we have a space here and you have an artist who just want to just drop one song, is an introduction, is a way of letting me hear who is Pressure. And I love you the stage. And I thought that the people said, man, let him drop another one.
Yeah.
And I from then until now, I say, you got to come back and you got to reunite with
Yes.
the people. You got to reunite with the people because you haven't been back since, because
Yes.
you've been traveling.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So where are you right now with your music? If what make you, I listen to the song, and in listening to your song, you're saying your mother once told you. It's good when you can go back to what our grandparents taught us, what our parents taught us. What is in that song that I am missing or other people are missing right now by listening to the song?
Um, it's really, for me, the song really captivate different elements. Just trying to show people that, we've been worrying about a lot of things and been stressing over this and stressing over material things, and we've took some losses, and we feel like our world is gonna end, but we still even have life to even complain, to even try again and make it better. So it's just basically just showing the people that we got to come to the foundation. We have life, to live, and we have air to breathe, and we have everything we need. We have food, we have shelter, we have everything we need, really. So it's like we always have means to start over and make things work again. You know, sometimes in life you have to take 2, 3, 4 steps backward to take 10 steps forward. It's just the push back for the real jump. You know what I mean? So the song basically just touch on reminding people, like, life could be so simple, you know what I mean? But it's we make it difficult as a people, and yeah. Once you have love, you have everything you need.
Yes. So how is it for you now, and the connection with the Virgin Islands? How is it now to be away from home and doing such great music? Let's see, let people hear about the Virgin Islands now, because I mean, too many times I have to argue with people. No, he is not. He is from here. He's from the Virgin Islands. And I have to go into the Brownie days, because people don't know you're coming from an entertaining world. Because knowing your father growing up, we going to school, everything is Brownie, you know so when we have to hear the connection of that voice, and you touch me with heights of greatness, I want everyone who out there to just make sure that you follow this and look for it, Google it, buy it, support. Just the word heights of greatness. That's where we're going after this pandemic. You're
Yeah,
not looking back, you're not looking down, you're looking up to your heights of greatness.
great. Yes, indeed. Yeah, so for me, the connection between me and the VI never changed, You know what I mean? It's still strong, but for me, living abroad, I get to network more. In a VI for me now is more like, getting back to the foundation and being with family and friends and stuff like that. But other than that, being in abroad on the mainland is more networking, and I get to more focus on the work itself. You know, yeah. So
So stepping out of there even give you a different opportunity, a,
yeah,
diff- a different way of reaching your greatness.
yeah, most definitely. I mean, not to say for me, if I was to be living in the Virgin Islands right now, I could still be active as an artist because I've already created a fan base worldwide, and you know, um, all it takes is a phone call, and for me to even have access to a studio. That's all it really takes for me to continue with my life and to keep being consistent with the music. So I could live anywhere in the world, so, but actually living in on the mainland, it's not just about me working, it's about me networking and learning from other cultures, and just seeing different things happening. My community is very small, and we surrounded by the same things day in, day out. So it's just a broader aspect of the way people think and the way the world runs, and you get to see that from a first hand standpoint every day.
Pressure, if somebody walk up to you now and tell you, to, man, drop a line on me right now. That song, how do you do that?
um is the inspiration from Jah, and just actually being a part of the same struggles of the people. It's no different. I'm still human, but I'm really grateful and gifted to be able to put my feelings and emotions into music and express myself that way. Music is freedom of expression. So I just kind of open up my ears and my heart to John, to everything that's happening around me. Pay attention, what I mean. Always give a listening ear. Also, give a wise word unto others as much as I can. Always cracking a smile or joking around and stuff like that. So many different things play a part in the creation of the music. It's just the essence of just wanting good for yourself, wanting good for others. you know and yeah, to be able to put that into words and melodies, and where people could love it and really be inspired by it is truly a gift.
And your song say, Granny said, don't put your hands where it can reach.
Yeah,
Break that down for me.
put your hat where your hand can reach. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, which means don't do things that you know you can't. Don't go buy something that you know you can't afford it. You know what I mean? Don't put yourself in a situation if you know you can't handle it. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah, just stay in your lane, basically.
Yes. Run your race.
Yes, yeah.
I tell them that. So, Pressure, nicely, you can sing a first piece for me, man. I want the people them to just wait till later because I'm gonna drop it on you guys later coming up in the show.
You want me to?
Live within your means. That's right. Problem fifth. Share it in the sink. It's post problem. That's right. Thank you for sharing it. It is because to hear you sing this song, it is something that I just want the people to just, I want you to be hungry for this because after the show is over, you're going to hear it blasting in your ears. And Radio AM 1000, we are coming with you because this song is powerful. Just your voice. So after this pandemic, where do you see yourself, your first performance? Big. Where do you see yourself? Because I've been assured that the heights.
Well, actually, there's so much in the makings right now. Putting together tours, and between people reaching out now for concerts and stuff like that. I couldn't tell you. I actually have a concert coming up in Virginia in August 28th. This is probably the first big concert. It consists with some soca artists, Michelle Montano, and different artists and stuff like that. So still it's an event, and enough people are good there. So I get to sing for the people again, you know what I mean? So we're looking
In
for,
Virginia.
besides that, we still have so much works putting together the tour. But we're looking to touch at least 30 to 40 states, and it's going to be a nice movement. So it's something to look forward to.
Man, Pressure, listen, I reached out to you and we talked, we spoke, and I said, I have to bring you back on that stage that you touched on with me the very first time that we met. And I know you came at the studio when I was in the studio getting ready to work. You walk into the studio and I saw you and I nearly dropped. And they thought that I was just meeting you for the first time, and they don't understand the connection that we
Yeah,
both have. Man, we're here talking from a home ground feel right now when we're talking the Virgin Islands. And it is such an honor that we have artists like you out there doing greatness and taking your music to the heights of greatness, you know? So how you sing something like that without being on the stage or just sitting down there? Let me hear your voice pressure without the niceness that I'm gonna drop on them later.
Um, what does it gain to profit the world and lose your soul? 'Cause when it's her time, the riches won't go. Oh. What is unseen, it should not be told. Not everything that glitter is gold. Nothing no come easy, so me still a tread the raggy road. Once I got life to live and air to breathe, I got everything I need with everything in me. Long as there's love to give and someone to receive, I got everything I need, everything I need.
That is so deep because every day we complain. And what you're saying, but that's right, pull up the tune. I'm gonna pull it up on you guys later. I'm loving this. I like the fact that you all want to hear the tune. And this is what I am going to bring to you. But right now, you have to hear from the man himself, Pressure, because we're going to drop it on you later. Now, Pressure, let me ask you a question. Does the people recognize what you're saying is, oh my Lord, so amazing? Yes, Angela, thank you so much. Listen, as long as you got life, you got ear to breathe, you're breathing here, you wake up.
Definitely.
And
Yeah.
I think we take a lot of things for granted, but it's in your music.
Yes. It's there to remind you. And for me, music is always, the message always have to be in the music. If you've been following Pressure Busspipe career, you don't know, like, I don't run down the hype music, and I'm very versatile and creative to create all of that. I joke around a lot behind the scenes, and I get wicked and tracks, and I do a lot of dance all and this and that, and just one bag of having fun, you know.
Mhm.
But for me to actually get the music out there to the people with the amount of, one kind of music out there, I really find the need to keep the message out there as well, because I see where reggae music is just being put on the back burner a lot, so it's like a mission, and it's like it's part of my passion, the reason why I even love reggae music in the first place. You know what I mean? So it's a different thing for me, to actually keep that fire burning, being that the world is so focused on, the fast life, and just, you know so it's like right now you're going to the supermarket, and it's like one section is like there's no vegetables, there's no healthy section. There's just potato chips and the candy section and the liquor section and the soda, and there's only that. You don't see no peppers, no potato, no yam, nothing. You know what I mean? So I come to bring the potato and the yam and all them things, because a supermarket's supposed to have everything in it, you know what I mean? And when you turn on the radio stations, it's like there's not much message, there's not much like inspiration, knowledge wise. There's inspiration to be just like them. Yeah, he inspired me to get a gold chain, he inspired me to want to get this Benz. He is, but it's like it's just a circle of lust and vanity just keep going around, and so I want to be remembered different for the knowledge and the power and for inspiring people, because for me it might not even be for me in this lifetime. It might be years after my age, and that
But
people
the message is in the music.
definitely.
The message is in the music. So when people listen to your music, they're supposed to get a message that can lift and motivate. There is so many, when you look at the pandemic, so many people have setbacks, so many people have died, so many people are still mourning. We're supposed to be able to put music to help us to even smile. When I listen to your song, it is just telling me so much in that. Even just listening to what your parents taught you. Heights of Greatness coming up. You're gonna hear it tonight. We're gonna drop it. We have to drop that song.
Well,
And
it's entitled Everything I Need.
yes,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
So can they get it now if they was to go online? Is it?
Yeah, man. The song is online right now. It's you could just type in Pressure Busspipe, Everything I Need, and it will come up on basically all digital platforms. I use Apple Music a lot, so it's definitely on Apple Music, and it's there are other artists on the rhythm too. It's called a Healer's Rhythm,
Mhm.
but my particular song is entitled Everything I Need.
Listen, just hearing that, everything I need. It's a question that many people could ask themselves. What do I really need when we say everything I need?
Yeah.
Everyone individually can answer that question differently for themselves. Because if I say everything I need right now, everybody wants to hear what do you need? And it's in that song. Pressure Busspipe, only you alone. What a name. I'm gonna let you talk, but you have to tell me who came up with a name as Pressure Busspipe.
Well, I mean, Pressure in the early, my name was just Pressure, like you did know. It was never really Pressure Busspipe. And
Mm-hmm.
um like this elderly lady asked me what my name was, and I was like, my name is Pressure, and she said, yo, that's not your real name. What's your real name? And I tell her, I say, yo, my name is Pressure. I don't want me called by my government. Pressure is my name.
Mm-hmm.
Through my fire now, the woman looked on me and she said, you see you, Pressure Busspipe, right? But I learned that it was an old phrase. I don't
Yes.
know the phrase or anything like that. But I started to use that phrase. It stick with me ever since that lady told me that, and I would use it in songs and stuff like that, until after some time people would just start to call me Busspipe. They would call me Pressure Busspipe. You know what I mean? It would just become one. Some would just call me Pipe, you know. Some would just say Pressure, you know. So I had to just basically add the Busspipe to it and just make it official, you know what I mean? And I searching the internet for Pressure, I saw some other musicians came up with the same name. I think there's a rock and roll band by the name of Pressure. I actually know another artist at the time when I just started in Miami. His name was Pressure. So it's like I had to add the bus pipe so people could be
Distinguish.
yeah, you know what I mean? And it just things. So a lot of my music, especially in the earlier days, are named Pressure, and some are named Pressure Bus Pipe. So a lot of people be searching for my music and don't find it because it's under two separate name, you know, Pressure Bus Pipe and Pressure. So recently I was able to put my all my music together in my
Mm.
Spotify and stuff like that, and kind of collide the accounts where the Pressure songs and the Pressure Bus Pipe songs, are all together now, and I can actually see them.
That is so much greatness in one man. Pressure. I just long to see you on stage. And when I say on stage, I mean on stage, not bossing one song. On stage,
Yeah, man.
letting your hair down and just letting it all out.
Ready, ready.
Yeah, man. And Kasim, I got to big you up, man. Kasim, all the way in Atlanta, he said, man, I'm just happy to hear Pressure is on the show tonight. You
Big,
know,
big up, big up.
yeah, so it's nice to know that you're still here, and even with a pandemic, you still have such a positive approach to life.
Um,
Because behind those closed walls, you had so many time to sit down and reflect and do so much music. So you could imagine what ahead, what's coming.
Definitely. I mean, I'm prepared for everything that is to come. That's for sure. You know what I mean? One thing I learned is that you have to be ready. You can't be getting ready because you never know when the time is going to arrive. You know what I mean? It's like a job. Like you're looking for a job. A man come on the turf or he come on the block and he said, "Look, I need 4 tilers, people who could tile, and I need 2 carpenters." And you know what I mean? You don't know nothing about carpentry when you should have been learning about it, or you should have been learning how to tile. You just lost that job because he don't want to hire nobody that's not experienced. You know what I mean? So for me now, when it comes to the music, I try to be consistent with the music, so that promoters always have a reason to link Pressure Busspipe. He always dropping something new. He always have something nice for the people or whatever, you know. You know what I mean? So just have to be ready at all times.
Well, you know what? Trouble Paris say, song request, watch over.
Yes, big tune.
Well, you say you always got to be ready, So now the asking is, are you going to drop one tune? That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
They want to hear you drop one song tonight.
Me? You want me to drop it?
They want you to drop one song. Trouble. You're asking for him. You want to hear Watch Over, but I prefer if you hear the one we're talking about tonight, man. I am telling you, everything I need is the song. Pressure. I don't know if you're prepared, but I think they're prepared to give you a minute to just drop something on them.
You want me to turn on my
Come
computer?
on, turn on, man. Turn it up, man, and just turn these people up. Trouble, he coming. He coming. He coming. He's ready. Yes, man. We're gonna give him a minute. He's gonna come. Pressure is gonna drop it on you. He's always ready, man. So I'm telling you, Trouble Paris, thank you. But we just got to hear it from the man himself. Pressure Busspipe. You can't ask for a better song. And to everyone out there, share this show. Help us to spread the love, show him love, and we cannot forget the artist that paved the way and is doing great work out there. I'm telling you, coming all the way out of the Virgin Islands, I mean, some people fight with me. They say, no, it's a yard, man. And we tell you, it just shows you once you're versatile, you can go anywhere in this world. So we're going to get it. We're going to get it. We are joined here. And to everyone out there, please just share this program.
So that one your name watch over. It's fine. Watch over the place soldier. No love not the place soldier. No for them a carry 2 face soldier. Anything we get the blue face soldier. Enough get so used still a suffer around here. The system said the things up around here. I roll back the youth them from us around here. Me no see no guy when me just around here. Enough of them finds up. Driving a barrel to get stifled. They will tell police to recognize you. Get your bill be tracker than the Eiffel. All man know hustle up for the rings, yeah. No for them to sell you all for drinks, yeah. Father God protect me with your wings, yeah. Tell some boy them can't go run the links, no, they. Pray for better days to make the use them alright. Protect us all the days of our life. Feel the pressure when the poor man cry. We need you right now in our life. Watch over the place, soldier. No love, not the place, soldier. No for them and carry 2 face, soldier. Anything to get the blue face, soldier. Enough get so used still a stuff around here. The system said the things up around here. And all back the youth them from us around here. Me no see no guy when me just around here. Sickness and increase of things are speaking at the gate. Why some live so long and how some man have dead. Me used to them kidnap the little girls them for the break. And then forget a fat piece and left. Everybody wants slice of the cake. Sit down and take some advice from the gate. Them fi know the real recognize. What the play. Some see clear, you know the mind, them a snare. Watch over the place, soldier. No love, not the place, soldier. If I them a carry two face, soldier. Anything we get the blue face, soldier. Enough get to you, still a suffer around here. This is things.
But you hear what you say? Still, enough get a youth to suffer around here. And it is the truth. Everywhere you go, they can relate to that.
True, man.
They can relate to that. Yes, trouble, you get your wish. But I think is the one that they would like to hear is one song. I'm telling you, Pressure. I know you want to tease them a little, you know.
You want me play it?
Just a little, just a little tease for Trouble. Since Trouble want to start, thank you. She appreciates. She say one love. But yes, man.
I'm gonna play it for you now. Then, all right, cool.
Drop it on them because Trouble. If you don't have this one, then if you like that one, you're gonna love this one too. Watch over.
I remember Papa said, Simplicity and Louis, Granny said, the what does it gain to profit the world and lose your soul? Cause when it's your time, the riches won't go on. What is unseen, it should not be told. Not everything that you draw is gold. Let's not come easy, so but still I try to rock the road. Once I got life to live and air to breathe, I got everything I need with everything you need.
Wow! I was singing. Cleverest Mountain Fire. All the way in St. Kitts, man. I'm telling you, yes, it's fire.
Right now, all digital platforms, you know what I mean? Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, Tidal, you name it. You go and check it out.
My nephew, thank you for tuning in. Cleverest Morton, thank you so much. Cheryl Francis, good evening. Cheryl, I hope you have that tune, everything I need from Pressure Busspipe, man. Share this, spread this, let the people feel the love and get this music. I listened to the song a few times tonight, and I just tell myself that if the message is in the music, I got everything I need. Once you got ear, you wake up this morning, you know, this is a song you can wake up every day and just play and let it minister to you and remind you that if you wake up this morning, you're breathing, you have life, you got everything you need. Because
Yeah,
we worry about the wrong things.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Most definitely. You know, and music is supposed to inspire. Music is supposed to help the people to get higher. You know, in all reality. You know what I mean? And not saying that, you know, music is supposed to take you on whatever ride to, you know. You know, not all the time you wanna hear churchical music. Not all the time you wanna, you know what I mean? Sometimes people just wanna get groovy and they wanna take their stress away and take their mind somewhere else and don't worry about all the things that are wrong. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
For me, reggae music always reminds people of who they are, and you know, and speak about social issues and stuff like that, and you know, even high ranking issues and just things that happen around the world, you know, whether churchical and just reality itself, you know what I mean? That's what I know reggae music is. And so, like I was even talking about the market, you know, the market is full of things for everybody to be pleased, you know. And for me now, I just want the people to be mindful that don't forget the vegetable, the healthy side at the market, you know. Don't forget that side. They just don't, you know, feed your egos all the while. You know what I mean? Don't continue feeding your bad habits all the while. You know what I mean? Take some bitterness too, you know, for help heal you out. You know, take some things that, you know, you don't want to take it, you don't feel like, yeah, but you have to take it. You have to hear the truth. If you don't hear the truth, that means it's like you're not, you don't know what direction you're going to. You're going in. You know what I mean? So that's reggae music for me, you know. And if Jah give me the inspiration to inspire the people through that, you know, I love being used, you know, for
Hmm.
you understand. So for me, it's not even a work. It's like a duty. It's like something. It's a responsibility, you know. Yeah,
That's what we're talking about. Music, real music, music that inspire and lift you higher. And you go out there and you check out the song Everything I Need by Pressure Busspipe, and you're going to find many more. Trouble Paris say, I have that too. So we don't want nobody asking you to download, give you a copy. You need your original, your authentic. Get your music. Because it's not like when you're going through a rough time and you just decide to put some good music on. It's like medication, it's medicine.
definitely.
And you said something just now that I don't want nobody to overlook. You say sometimes you have to get some bitterness.
Yeah, cause reggae music have a lot of bitterness in it too, you know, because even Van Benjamin said, sometimes the bitter is a healing. You know what I mean? Cause you need that, you know, and reggae music always bring the people back to the truth. You know, a lot of people don't want to face reality. They don't want to face the truth. They continue living in that illusion, you know, because that illusion makes them feel like everything is all right. The minute they come back to reality, they realize like, yo, I got a lot of work to do with myself also. You know, I got a lot of work, period, to do. You know what I mean? So that's all it is. You know what I mean? Just reminding the people and bringing them back to reality at all times.
And the greatest gift is music is so universal. There was a time that people look at reggae music that is only a Jamaican sing reggae music. But when you open your mouth and it flows, people get confused, as I say, because we think that reggae music has to be okay, he sing it and he has to be a Jamaican.
Yeah, naturally. For
Yes.
for a long time, I felt like, you know, growing up in the Virgin Islands, I felt like a rapper either came from California or New York. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like there were real rappers in the South. You know, that's uneducation, that's uneducated thinking until I actually came to America and realized, say, yo, the South is really where it's at. A lot of rappers and, you know what I mean, in the South as well, you know. So it's just the education, you know what I mean. Reggae music inspires so many people around the world. Like, you know, I'm grateful that I was um recognized coming from the Virgin Islands. You know, I always have to big up to Dan Carlian for recognizing Pressure Bus Pipe. And but there are a lot of talent out there being recognized and not Jamaicans either, you know, and they're making waves. You know, you hear about Cali Buds and, you know, Mal and Asha, and then you have Gentleman, and you have Alba Rosie, you know what I mean? It's like reggae music has planted its seeds throughout the world, you know, and the youth them just aspiring now. Everybody's just fruitful right now throughout the world, you know. Van Benjamin, so much to mention, enough to mention, you know. But it still amounts the hundreds of Jamaican reggae artists that are very popular. You know what I mean? So it's hard to really, you know, like decipher like, oh he's not a Jamaican. It's not, people are not going to pay attention to that, you know, because I guess the authenticity in my music especially is like is on a level, you know, you're gonna think I'm a Jamaican, you know. And for me, you know, me sounding like a Jamaican doing reggae music, and it is has always been a part of my plan. You know, I never wanted to not be authentic. You know, I wanted to be authentic with who I am. But if you're a singer, I don't care, even if you come from Jamaica or the Virgin Islands or Trinidad, you know, if you're a singer, you're not going to have an accent, a Caribbean accent in your voice. You're going to sing like how they sing. Like if you grew up listening to Whitney Houston, you want to sing exactly like Whitney Houston. You want to make sure that you're recognized for the voice you have, and every genre of music has that. If you're going to be successful in any genre, the people have to feel the authenticity in it, and that's real. If I want to do salsa music and I decide, say, yo, I'm going to learn a little Spanish and build a song, and then I'm gonna translate it in Spanish and then sing it for the people. They off the top, they're gonna know like he's not Spanish. You be like, no, he's not Spanish. He's trying to, like you could hear like somebody who's from a whole different demographic trying to do reggae music. We know off the top is not authentic. It doesn't sound authentic just by words they say and stuff like that. So for me, I study reggae music to a level, even the culture itself, and more than the music, the culture, like I said. So, with
But
that,
you have a connection with Jamaica.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah. So what is your experience in Jamaica itself? Not just having a connection, but being there in Jamaica, being accepted and being pushed.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Jamaica is a lot of love for Pressure Busspipe. You know what I mean? Like I can't even mention like bad vibes in Jamaica, and I don't even want to go back there no more, or I don't want to deal with these people no more. It's like Jamaican people on a whole, just kind of like taking pressure as one of them as well. You know what I mean? For a long time, for a long time, Jamaicans living in Jamaica thought I was Jamaican. Only people around who were in my circle, of course, Dan Carlian and everybody who I was working with, knew that Pressure Bus Pipe was from the Virgin Islands, you know. And every interview I did, I would say I'm from St. Thomas in the US Virgin Islands, and it will still go over people's head. It will still be as if like I would just say St. Thomas, but I never mentioned Virgin Islands. Because there's a St. Thomas
That
in,
was in Jamaica.
so it would be as if I never mentioned Virgin Islands. It would be as if they just heard St. Thomas. So they would still, I've heard people be like, no man, a St. Thomas him come from man round a east part there. You know what I mean? So it's like, no man, St. Thomas Virgin Islands.
Yes.
So it has always been that fight, but at the same time, it's like I never try too hard to make them think otherwise. You know what I mean? Because I understand that the industry is fragile. You know what I mean? And you know them not knowing to the full aspect would kind of work for me too. Um, yeah, because the politics in the industry and stuff like that, and watching a lot of artists who are not Jamaican artists try it and been doing their thing and have not gotten the love and the respect they were looking for, you know um but I guess it was just something about the way I do my thing, because for a long time it doesn't matter how many interviews I've done, like every interview, it's known that Pressure Bus Pipe is from St. Thomas, US Virgin Island. You know what I mean? And people would still believe that I'm from Jamaica up to this day.
It's the music.
Yeah,
It's
so
the music. And I always tell people the message is in the music. You see, once you listen to music, it's good music. People don't think about the other things that people are thinking about. They just want to hear good music.
mm,
So, what about where do you see yourself now after the pandemic performing in the Virgin Islands? Do you have anything coming up there?
well, like I said, we all have some plans in the works, and
Mhm.
we're just trying to put it together. What I've learned during the pandemic is we can't plan anything. You know what I mean? It's like you never know. See, if I was into any planning, the place, right now there's a lot of people been taken in sick from another strain or whatever I'm hearing of
Yeah.
COVID. We lost some lives already in the Virgin Islands, so this might call for another lockdown again. You know, Oh.
Another setback. And I told folks this, that what we are taking for granted is we're playing politics with our life. We are. Because some people, they're walking around without the mask, and the first thing they say to you, I'm fully vaccinated. The fully word is what get to me, because they also told us that not because you're vaccinated mean you cannot get sick. But the thing is, what people are saying, oh, but you don't get sick that bad. So I want to know, do you want to get sick? Whether it's not that bad, or just pretend you protect yourself from getting sick. So you see, the doors have opened up and the people have fly out because it's been so long for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's like, you have some, you ever see some animals that is locked down in a cage?
Mm-hmm.
And when you open the door by accident, they just fly.
Mm-hmm.
So I think right now people have to pay attention to really what's going on, that we don't need this. We don't need the lockdown again. We just need people to wear their masks,
Yeah.
protect themselves, so we could get back to normalcy.
Yes.
Not some normalcy, but normalcy. But in the meantime, they can listen to your music at home.
Definitely.
It's nothing like being locked down with good romantic music.
Good, sweet reggae music.
That's right. So music has still been made, and that's the greatest gift. Is there might not be the performances that we want, but you can still hear the great music. And
Yeah,
the greatest thing is that you didn't stop making good music because there's a pandemic.
never. We only make more great music.
Greatness, greatness. I mean, first I seem like me have to write something and come sit down with you so you could drop that for me.
Is that lyric too?
You know who called me this? I think it was not. I think if it was one of those Jamaican artists, he called me lyricist.
Yeah.
I if it wasn't Beanie Man, it was one of them, but he called me lyricist. And I just take off with that. But listen, man, it's such a pleasure. I'm gonna have to join. You have to join me live one day on Radio AM 1000 in the Virgin Islands. I'm coming pressure, and I didn't want to announce it, but so far started managing that station
Wow.
and taking it to another level.
Big.
So we gotta drop that song. We gotta drop. Avril, you can be his writer. Okay, Janice Martin, I can be his writer. That is true. Because I can drop some lyrics there on pen and
That,
paper. Good idea. Janice out of Antigua. That is so good. We have St. Kitts in the house. We have Virgin Islands watching. You never know who is watching you. And after this, Facebook take the show and stream it. So it's a pleasure to not do everything for free. You understand? Can't take everything for free and for granted. You do something, you do it right, or you don't do it at all. But everyone know me from 92.5 FM radio, know that it takes sponsors to be on there. So I'm going to continue to do it this way, because either the right way or you don't do it. And tonight we're joined by Pressure Bus Pipe. I just love that, man. I know, Janice, you would love some kind of pipe busting right now, but we're talking about something completely different. But Pressure, man, you have to keep doing what you're doing, man. You make me proud. And from those many years, Pressure Play, Pressure Play, Do It. I love that song bad. You know something, you are asking for too much. You want Pressure to play, do it. But let me tell you something, Pressure, I'm going to say something to you what a lot of people don't know, the other side of you. That Pressure can sing soca and calypso too.
definitely.
Pressure, when you drop that one, I didn't. Tomorrow is her birthday. Janice Martin said tomorrow is her birthday, and you could have sing something for her birthday. But listen to me. When you drop the calypso, some people get mixed up. They say soca, they call soca one thing, and they're talking about calypso because they don't know the difference. But when you are a person who could drop anything on the people, man, you're more than an entertainer. You're a performer, you're an entertainer, because I've seen people sing and I say, I'm not entertained by them. And then I see some people sing, I say, they're not a good performer. So when I can say you're a great singer, entertainer, performer, man, you got it made, man.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
Yes, yeah, yeah, you're doing it. You're doing it. Tomorrow is my birthday. Okay, Janice, what I'm going to do, Janice, after this, I'm going to drop it for you and I'm going to just make sure you know that's your birthday gift. But we want you to just get the music for yourself. You need to have that. That when you're in your car and you're cruising back and you're just going through a time in your life, you just go out and get that song and just drop it. This is Pressure Bus Pipe, and I can tell you everything I need is the song that you need to get, Janice. So if you're just tuning in, just remember to get everything I need. Just look for Pressure Bus Pipe and get your collection of music. And tomorrow you can tell me if you listen to it. But if you did not, I will be putting it out there tonight. But we had to hear from Pressure himself what's going on. And you really inspire me that even through the lockdown and the setback, we can reach our greatness behind these closed doors.
That's important. We give thanks for that.
Yes, for sure. We're gonna be doing so much more, man. We got work to do for the people, and there is bigger. We can do. There's more. There's bigger than this that we're gonna do, and we'll talk after the show. But if you're out there, you want to interview Pressure, this is the time because I'm telling you, some people only want to. They want to interview you. When you hear you come out with a big hit and the world is talking about it, then everybody rushing for an interview. And sometimes I sit down and I said, where are the artists? You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? It's no interview because there's a setback. And you know, some people, all right, Pressure continue making great music. Thank you so much, Janice Martin. You have some folks out there, even rage your personality. On when I hear them drop somebody's song, I say, oh, they're probably gonna be performing.
Mm.
That's the only time. Then after that, you want to know. You
Eh,
can't play the song or you can't interview the artist because they're not doing nothing for you.
yeah, yeah, that's real.
Original name too sounds real. Yes, yes. MC Haven, another artist out there in rap. But it's good for you to tune in. Yes, this is Pressure Bus Pipe MC. As an American, if it's the first time you're hearing his name, you need to Google it and listen to the song. And I know you're going to love that one that we just talked about. Oh my goodness, you give me goosebumps talking about that. I can't wait to get off and just drop it on them. Just a little. And the funny thing they always say, but you only drop a little piece. I'm not dropping the song, I'm giving you a piece. Now
Yeah,
you get the song. Because when you go on these sites that you could buy the music, they only give you a piece. You
true.
know, so everything I need is the song MC, um, song request, watch over, trouble. You know, you have the music, but you want to hear it from Pressure himself. Pressure will be back. We have something to do with Pressure right here on the Avril Show. We're going to come to you with something because there is so much to offer out there. And thank you. And Virgin Islands, nice, so nice. They're reminding you of every song, Pressure. That's the song, that's right. So, Pressure now, Pressure, sing that piece for me now. Let me hear that coming from you behind the scene.
The Virgin Islands, nice, so nice, so nice. Sweet, sweet St. Thomas, nice, so nice, so nice. Send cry full of pure vibes, so nice, so nice. Send John a real paradise, so nice, so nice. Bless.
Now, Cheryl, book your ticket. So you have a choice St. Thomas, St. Croix, St. John's, wherever you want to go. The Virgin Islands, nice. So take a trip after the pandemic where you could enjoy the fullness of it and the greatness of the Virgin Islands. But if you choose to go protect yourself, do the right thing, and protect you and the people and the islands. This is Pressure Bus Pipe. We just come on here to let you know that he's still out there and kicking it. And as long as things are back together, Cheryl, I'll make sure he's at the Virgin Island tune. St. Thomas, that's right. Okay. So we got to make sure Pressure that this year we wasn't able to do it because as you said, I keep watching and I said, there's no way I'm going to put a big event together in the park to be locked down in the process. And I can't handle the crowd in the park with who's going to wear masks, who don't want to wear it, and all these stuff. So I said, let's get through this. right now.
Yeah,
So
man.
if the people will protect themselves and just come out and humble themselves and just wear the mask and enjoy some niceness, that will be great. But some of the people, they're just saying the things that we don't want to hear. Oh, I'm fully vaccinated. So
Yeah.
we have to take control of what's going on. Pressure, man, it's a pleasure. We can sit here and talk all night, but we encourage you people to go out and support this CD and follow me. I'll be giving you more after the show.
Bless it.
Thank. All right, Pressure. Bless up. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'll be listening and following you for what's going on and where you at, and tracking you and showing the people
Def-
where you're at.
More love. Give thanks.
Same to you.
Big up. Everyone
Bless.
give thanks.
Good night, and thank you all for tuning in. Share the program and continue to love upon the music and to listen to good music. God bless you. Good night.